Hi, everyone. Welcome to our virtual buyer seminar for 3538 GERD. Now, if you're looking for land, you came to the right spot. This property is perfect for you. My name is Vinnie. My information is right there. And we got Ed over here.
How's it going, everybody?
So if you have any questions about this property in particular, if you have any questions about the loan aspect of it, feel free to comment on this platform or reach out to one of us. And just to kind of give you a rough idea of the property, we're going to go into. All right. Wow. Now, because we're using the StreamYard platform, we only have partial of the video, but if you're looking for the full video for this property, feel free to go to our YouTube platform, subscribe, and or reach out. We can get that to you. Now, we're going to be walking through this property, and this is our 3D tour. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Partially through because this property is so big and so much to offer right there. We're gonna go halfway through and then kind of jump into the different rates that this property has. And don't worry, we have Ed, and he can kind of tell you why right now is a great time. So once you walk in the property, you can see that there's 3 different avenues, 3 different choices to go. You have the left side, you have one of the bedrooms. So we'll just kind of go upstairs to the upstairs area. And are you familiar with Fallbrook, Ed? How familiar with you, Fallbrook?
Kind of, not all that much, but I know that you definitely get a lot more land out there. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So, well, jumping onto that. So we have the first bathroom right here. Yeah, you can get a lot of land, and one of the really nice things about where this property is located, if you're a wine connoisseur, there's going to be a new winery opening up in this proximity. So something to really think about. So if you look at this property, we take it to the left, the first bedroom. You'll see it's kind of like a ensuite right there. Maybe you don't really like one of your relatives or one of your kids, and you give them their own access. They have their own little patio. Look at that beautiful view right there.
That's great.
All right. So we go back into the bedroom, back into the hallway. And we are going to go downstairs and onto the foyer, and then we're going to go to the other side. Okay. Now let's say, you have a growing family. You have, maybe 2 boys, and one boy doesn't like the other boy or doesn't want to separate. Boom. You have 2 different access points for one to live and one to kind of get away. So this other unit has its own little patio also.
It's cool.
A nice little kind of loft area right there. Little kind of little nook.
Oh yeah.
And here's the bedroom. So someone could really enjoy themselves, have their own kind of quality of living right there. And of course, no bedroom in this house is going to be complete without its own bathroom.
Wow.
Yeah. No, it's
even if you have the grandparents come and stay with you, they can have their own separate wing of the house.
Well, reality is there's actually, and we'll be getting into this, a little pool house. So wow. That's probably where they're probably the grandparents, so they don't have to walk up the steps.
Oh, very true. Good point.
So before we go anywhere in the house, I know you guys are getting really excited. You want to see more of this. Let's just jump in a little bit of rates on the property. So can you kind of walk us through maybe the 80-20 and the 75-25?
Yeah, absolutely. So, obviously the more money you put down with these jumbo loans, the better interest rate you're going to get. So 20% is really the bare minimum right now that any bank is going to accept on a jumbo loan. So 20% down, you're looking at $240,000 on that $1.2 million home. You have a rate of about 3.375. That's as of Friday on the 17th of July. Then, you put an additional 5% down, up to $300,000 down. It drops an extra eighth. But your monthly payments drop over $300 as well. And same goes for another 5% down. You're also going to gain another eighth in rate. And I mean, right now, 3.125. I mean, geez, I just remember a year ago, we were in the mid fours, quoting people 5% plus for investment properties. Now we're in the high twos and low threes for these jumbo loans. It's wild, to say the least.
It's an impressive time. You'd be excited with a traditional loan to get like in the low threes, and now it's just. So while we kind of, again, this has a lot of land right here. We're gonna do a little video. Maribel, one of our team members, was at the property to kind of give a little bit of a view of what's going on at the property. So
all the neighbors here are very friendly, and this is part of the land right here. So I'm going to walk you all the way down, and it's pretty far, so it's a big piece of property. I'll give you how long the street is as well. So all this fencing right here is part of their property as well. And I'll walk you in there right now.
we have videos of like that for days. I mean, this property has so much land. It sits on 5.7 acres. So a lot of land to build. And I mean, it's a canvas. So we walk down in the air to the main floor and into the master bedroom. So we have the master bedroom right here. Now this property has ducting. It doesn't have a condenser unit. So if you guys are familiar with that avenue, without having a condenser unit, I mean, it's usually a couple $1,000s, but the ducting is the big thing. So it does have the ducting, but it doesn't have a condenser unit. Little fireplace. I mean, this is country living in its finest and close enough, into the city to get everything and you're kind of looking for.
That's awesome. I noticed a sliding door there too, going out to the backyard too, out of that bathroom, out of the bedroom.
Yeah. So we've already, to catch everyone up, if you're just joining us right now, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We've already kind of looked at the kind of the junior suites upstairs. Then we have the master downstairs. Now, coming into the hallway takes us into the kitchen area.
Nice.
Very big kitchen. This is great for maybe big get-togethers, big families, growing families. Now, one thing you probably might have noticed: no refrigerator in here. I mean, they actually put their refrigerator. They have 2 refrigerators in the garage. You can move it in here. For them, they love get-togethers, and so that was one of the big things. So it's a big garage. So you have the pool right here. I'm kind of just looking over it. Now, for people that are just joining us right now, let's just jump back into rates. Do you kind of want to talk to us too, if you're putting more money down, maybe into the 70-30, the 60-40, and things like that?
Yeah. So, I mean, historically speaking, these are some of the lowest rates that we've ever seen. Just over this past week, we've set all new records again for the lowest rates ever. So, I mean, 3 1/8. Who would have figured that, a long time ago? But now, to be able to lock in a rate at that level, you wind up just taking a look at the 70-30, 3 1/8. If you, for instance, had 1% higher of interest rate, and it went up to 4.125, right? Take a look at what happens to this monthly payment right here. All of a sudden, it jumped up to 48.89. Whereas before, at 3 1/8, you were talking 44.84. So $500 for that 1%. $500 a month. I mean, that makes a substantial difference when you're talking about numbers of this size, a $1.2 million home. So take advantage of these low rates.
Yeah, that's impressive right there. So you're talking about the 3.185 compared to, or no, actually 3. Oh, never mind.
That's the APR.
Yeah, APR. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. So let's just jump back into one more video from Maribel, one of our team members.
So let's keep going all the way down. So there's a lot of space here. You can put another house here if you wanted to. Horses, whatever you want to do. I mean, there's so much land out here to cultivate, as far as maybe like avocado, since it is unofficial, the avocado nation. See all that property.
Now, I mean, with the massive amount of land that you have right here, just imagine being quarantined in a property like this. You could just run up down to the main street and back to the house, and you'd be getting a good sweat on. So there's so many pluses. Now, we're going to jump down to kind of the pool area. So this is the one that I was kind of talking about. If you're just joining us before, maybe you have your in-laws come in here, or you want to rent it out, family members. Maybe that we all love our family members, but maybe you want a little bit of that space. This right here, this little pool house right here, could be the perfect location for that.
Oh, that's awesome.
You have a nice little pool house, vaulted ceilings right there. And we don't have on the 3D tour into the bathroom, but yeah, there is a bathroom in there. So again, perfect for those family members, or maybe you're looking to rent it out. I mean, they're currently renting out that unit. So something to really think about to make the decision. If we're going back, one more time to those mortgage payments right there. I mean, if your payments, let's see, $4,900 there, and you look to rent out basically that pool house, and that could drastically reduce what you'd be paying out of your pocket on a monthly basis right there. So something to kind of really think about. There we go. There's the one, Maribel, about the beam. So let's do one last video just to give you a really good insight into the land of what this property has to offer.
Now, this is only half of the property. There's still more to show you, but I'm just going to turn it around. And that is a beautiful scenic view up there on top of that mountain. And like I said before, this is known for all the agriculture in the community, agriculture farm. And the neighbors here are so nice. Everybody here is very nice.
All right. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself, Vinnie, or Ed. This could be the perfect house for you. And right now, even if maybe you're a veteran, I know we don't have it here on the slide. I mean, right now, there's no cap, right? So if you're a veteran, you can get into the property with no money down. Rates are ridiculously low. What are rates right now for jumbos for VA?
We're seeing rates in the high 2s at this point for the VA loans. And Vinnie, you're 100% right. A veteran will not have to put any money down. They still have to qualify, obviously, from a debt to income perspective. But as far as coming out of pocket, you just your closing costs, really.
Yeah, I mean, I've had clients where they've looked at the avenue of purchasing the house. Maybe they're a veteran. They buy the house. They rent out the main house, and then they just live in that little, maybe that pool house right there. And then that would really give them the avenue, to have something that they can travel with, they can enjoy, and also have that asset in San Diego. So something to really think about. And then also too, there is a creek, and Maribel wanted me to bring that up. There is a creek. There's flowing water on this property. So, the possibilities are really endless of what you want to do with the rest of this land. Rarely do properties with this much land become available. So something to really think about. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And I'm going to play the video for the property one more time, just to kind of give you kind of a little bit of overview of the property. One more time. And let me take this off. I just want to say thank you. Appreciate everyone joining us, watching this. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself or Ed. If you're looking to buy this property or another property, and we'd love to be that trusted resource for you. It's with this market ever changing, it really rings even truer today of having a trusted resource in your corner to know what's possible. So thank you, everyone. Any last words that you want to throw out there?
I just if you have any questions whatsoever about any of these figures, I can definitely update them for you specifically for your particular situation and send you an email with the full total cost analysis. So feel free to give me a call or shoot an email to Vinnie, and he'll let me know. Thanks so much.
And one last thing, go Padres.
Go Padres.